Welcome to Positive Atheism English Channel. Today, we shall know about what Dr. K. Veeramani has said about the necessity of scientific outlook and secularism. Science is the tool for the progress and civilization of humankind. Basically, all human beings are rational beings. It is the reasoning power that differentiates human beings from other animals of five senses. The primitive humans took the raw food and flesh to appease the instinct of hunger. Once the basic instinct of hunger is appeased, he started to observe the surrounding. Human beings initially viewed everything with awe and wonder. That age was primitive. From primitive age to ancient period, the thought process of humans slowly began to develop, and later on it fruited into scientific outlook. The fear he faced was fire that was lit automatically on the friction of and erosion of solid objects in his surroundings. Many living things, including the flora and fauna, including the wild animals wandering in the forest, were caught in the fire. When the primitive man tasted the flesh of the animals killed in the wildfire, he started to taste the delicacy of cooked flesh and understood the utility of fire. He started to create spark through the artificial friction of stones and convert it as fire glow for cooking the food materials. The necessity of comfortable living by settling at a place, limiting his wandering, created this scientific temper in him without knowing what it was. He started to cultivate in the adjoining lands the plant materials that grew on their own in the forest and in the terrain to ensure the production of food grains and fruits for his own consumptions. Commencing of agriculture was the outcome of the prevalence of scientific temper in the primitive man turned ancient man. He started to learn to divert the flow of water from river for drinking and practicing agriculture. It was the beginning for architecture and allied technologies. When the wants of basic nature and amenities are fulfilled, his mind wandered for abstract things which originated from the unanswerable questions on the objects observed by him. He, instead of searching for the truth on such objects, limited himself by carving out the abstract things into concrete forms and called it God and started to worship it. It gave some sort of solace for his ignorant condition and inability to find out the answers for the abounding mysterious matters which he was unable to control. Scientific temper in him was substituted by the God-worshipping culture which usurped most of the time of the then humans. The style of living was evolved according to the need and environment of the humans dwelling in various spots of the world. It took several centuries and millennium for the scientific outlook and evolvement from the level of individual to reach the enlarged level in the society and the state. The spirit of inquiry is the mother of science. Technological inventions manured it. Now, today, humans enjoy the fruits which are not forbidden to anybody. Hence, scientific outlook should be the basic character required to identify the real human being, a Buddha who uses buddhi unbiased intelligently. For the reasoning power, there is no limitation or boundary. During the intervening period, the concept of God and worshipping cultures masked and marred the minds of the people under the guise of faith, leading to the observe and adhere to what it was as such without questioning it or to pursue them further. Religion became the institutional form to sustain the concept of God and worshipping culture. The religious administrators and controllers, priests, dominated in the subsequent phase where the subjects were more administered over by the priests rather than the so-called God. This feature was developed in almost all the religions throughout the world but different only in degrees. The clergies kept their obedient subjects in the prolonged ignorance to keep up their supremacy. In the East, particularly thousands of years ago, Karvaka and Kabila pioneered the scientific temper of course, it was called atheism. In the West, revolts erupted questioning the intermediary clergies to pray the so-called Supreme Almighty. Rationalist thoughts were also emerging by questioning how an omnipotent God could remain passive spectator of the misdeeds of the religious clergies and the epic political thrones, listening and acting as per the advice of the clergies. Such sort of progressive thoughts emerged in the minds of certain clergies too. Such clergies limit their daily clerical duties as a part of their career and started thinking on scientific line. The trend brought many findings which form the base for the further development of the scientific field. And from here, I shall continue in the next episode again. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English Channel presented by Dr. Samaram Multi-Channel Network, which crossed 20 crore views. Please like, subscribe and share our videos, and for notification of our new videos, please click the bell icon.
Please download Samaram Channels app from Google Play Store and watch your favorite channels. Click the bell icon and subscribe to the channels.